Hey guys, and welcome to this January bullet journal setup. This month I'm going for a winter wonderland theme and I'm starting with a watercolor painting of a winter cabin in the woods. So I'm starting to paint the cabin in burnt umber, and then I'm drawing some stripes so that it looks like wood in the color sepia. Now it's time for the trees, so I painted these trees in several green colors. I started with a really light color, I'm using sap green here. Then I let that dry, and then I did go in with the darker green. I let that dry, and then I went in with another darker green, but that was just too time consuming to show, so maybe I'm going to do a more detailed tutorial on how I did this watercolor painting. And if you would like to see that, then comment down below. So for the bottom half of this painting I only did a light wash of blue, because this is the part where the January is going to be. And then I can start painting the snow. So now I'm adding some icicles to the cabin, and then the painting is done. So I scanned the finished painting in and I'm sending it to my iPad, and then I can start the lettering. So I'm using the app called Procreate on my iPad to do the lettering on top. And for this I'm using the monoline pencil that comes with the app, and then I'm writing down January in and when everything's done and it's looking how I like it, then I export it as a JPEG and I'm sending it to my printer to print it out. So now I'm using my scissors to cut the image to the right size, and then I'm pasting it into my bullet journal. And now I'm moving on to the monthly overview. So this month I'm pretty much going for the same style that I did for December because it really worked for me. And to keep the winter theme going, I'm trying a birdhouse here and I'm coloring it in with watercolors. And to write each day of the month in the calendar, I'm drawing these small blue circles. And then I'm taking my white gel pen and I'm writing down the days. And this is the time. And this is the part where you can see my mistake, because I did draw too much squares at the bottom of the page because January is only going till Thursday. So I did use my Tipp-Ex marker and just painted over the squares, and then I used some washi tape to cover up my mistake. So now the next pages are going to be my creative ideas section and my upload tracker. I did have these two pages in my November spread and I really missed them in my December spread, so I chose to do them for this month. And I'm taking my watercolors out again and I'm start to paint the top of the page in this blue color. So I mixed some blues, I think there's indigo in it and some Prussian blue. And I did this because I wanted to write the titles in white, so there had to be a darker background. And I have to admit I was a little bit nervous at first because I had used watercolor in my bullet journal before, but not this much. But I have to say it worked really well after the pages were dry. They weren't as crinkly as I thought they would be, so that's good. And to finish this page I used my silver gel liner to create some stars and dots around the title, and then I'm pasting in some images I found on Pinterest which go with the Winter Wonderland theme. And now moving on to the weekly overview. So I stick to the same method of using the watercolors on top, and then I let that dry. Now I am writing the first letter for each day, and below that goes the date. And then I'm finishing off the top with some white paint, and I'm just painting some little snowflakes in it to keep the Winter Wonderland theme going, obviously. And yeah, that's it. As always, these pages are going to be on my website for you to download for free. Just go to fabiennedesigns.com or click the link in the description box. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye!